what is that balance of like a wolf pack and the number of elk they're taking on a yearly basis versus the overall number of elk or other prey species that would be of interest to hunters? Like, how big can that competition really be is what I'm saying. Because aren't hunters on a yearly basis given a permit to only take so many animals as it is? Like, you can't just go out and mow down 15 bull elks in elk hunting season, can you? Isn't it like you get a tag to get like either a doe or a buck? I mean, I don't hunt, so I could be wrong, but you can't just go out and like slaughter elk or mule deer or any, herbivore species for that matter. Correct?
Correct. That's the way it is. And there should be some rhyme. There should be some reason. There should be some foundation and scientific principles at a minimum, let alone the respect that we should have for these species and the vital roles they have in the ecosystem. So yeah, exactly. Where is the scientific foundation for this?
It seems like a scapegoat argument, if you ask me, where it's like hunters or people in the state of Idaho or Wyoming, why don't we want wolves? Oh, they're competitive to our hunting practices. It seems like a really simple mathematical equation that if the right people in government had that clear information, I mean, for example, how many elk calves are born on a yearly basis? It's got to be thousands, right?
We are actually at the highest or second highest now number of elk in the state of Idaho since they started counting elk in the early 1900s. There's higher hunter harvest of elk now than there was before wolves were reintroduced to Idaho. None of this makes sense. It's not about the elk. It's not about the livestock. It is about killing, and it's about killing wolves and that animosity there of having a species brought back that people didn't want. They didn't want to have that competition with. They didn't want to have back on the landscape. And it comes down to that cultural value of understanding, like they see wolves very much demonized, is what James said. They don't see the value in wolves. They don't understand that wolves are a driver of protecting biodiversity across the landscape, that they are an essential species, that they have always been here, except for the last 100 years.